it's just too many actions to do here. Let me just read it one time. The Yudi law, which we're talking about, is crowned on this kitra. Question is, what is the kitra? He says, and he said, what's crowning it is this yud. So he said, that's the Yudi law, this ante bekitra detika. That phrase, he kruma law the isdakik v'sasim, which we said isdakik v'sasim means it becomes so refined. I'm not sure what the refining quality is that makes it refined, but it's refined. But it allows a certain amount of light, a very small amount of light, and it closed up. Everything else is closed up. Rabbi Bira Meshula the field Rizal is Bar Al Pi Shari Mami Rashbi. The Yud Ilah hu Krumah D'avira. What is the Yud Ilah? That's the first letter of the name of Hashem. Yud, that Yud. He says actually refers to this Krumah Ilah. Behind the Krum Azak Saisim as a Mochas Dimor. This is this very, very refined Krum. Hanigba Chachma Kaduma, which is called the beginning Chachma. Shebekasser Ein Sham, the first revelation of Chachma. Baal Derek Gezech V'Rei B'Bira Meshula the Vira Grua, and that's where we're at now. And let's look at number Yud Tes. Yud Tes, please come up. Here it is, there. Yud Tes. He said, Aris the Bira Meshula the Vira Grua. Should his bar the Afal Gav Shach Grua his Kir Kan Krumah D'avira, even though he's saying those two words. Im Kol Zecha B'Shorsha Os Yud Hu B'Avira Hanignas B'Socha Krumah D'avira. So he's really talking about something, this Avira, which is hard to say what it is exactly, but at any rate it's an or that's hidden within by the Krumah of the Avira. As he goes along, he said, V'zel L'shonom, Krumah D'avira hu Chachma D'Atika Kedisha. What's that? Atika Kedisha is Eric Anpen. V'sham ku shirusa D'Atika Kedisha. This is where the Atika Kedisha actually begins. So it's bringing us in our inner spaceship into a place where we can imagine the very beginning of the manifestation of Eric Anpen. And that is this place which is called that he's talking the Krumah D'avira. Sham, in that place over there, you have this Yud Ilah. He says Ad Kan. Ein Sham V'Rei Gam B'Bir Hagra Odach B'Chagor Sham. There's something over there. This is a quote from over there. He said Yud B'Krumah D'avira Shuhu B'Chachma. Simple enough. The Chachma is this, inside of this is somehow this, because he said crowning on it, is this letter Yud. Avira de lo ispas. Avira that is really, ispas means really to, you can't grab a hold of it. Uba, Meresha de lo isyada, and there it's in the Resh, the unknowable head. Now, the unknowable head usually refers to Atik, but he says that it's in a place where we really can't fathom. V'rei b'ha'arav sham shu b'chinas avira elyona ein sham b'orech. Over there, that's what it's all about. Omichu mavur b'bira gra explains the Lahalon. The iker giloya os yud hu b'krumah d'avira. So the same phrases again. Krumah d'avira. V'zel l'shana b'tok devar v'yisecha v'yud atika kedisha shu b'krumah yilah ratzon d'loba b'mocha. So it exists inside. What is the moch? The mochas timah. That's the chokhmah of Eric Anpen. He said, but the thing about it is, it's in there. It sounds like that's where this yud is found. He said, but the moch itself is closed up. But then he said, v'nisgala hayud. So he said, v'nisgala hayud b'kruma. But in that crust of just the covering or the membrane, whatever it would be, that covers over the mochas timah, in that place, that's where you find the yud. V'zesh amalamala yud ilah. That's why it calls it a yud ilah. Also called krumah ilah. The izdakek v'sasim. It has some amount of light that comes out. Seems like it's related to this concept here of the yud. V'tzon lomer al yedera izdak kur mizgala sham. So this is the answer. By the fact that it becomes more mizdakech, and it becomes, in other words, something comes out of it. It's not completely and totally closed up, I think. Misgala sham bekruma, this letter Yud shel Moach, so that the Yud comes from this place called this Moach, Ad Kan, Ein Sham, V'rei Mashin is Boyer Bezechem, Od B'Ha'aros Sham. There's more to be said about that. So we have like 1 minute. Maybe in 1 minute we could do number bet. It's a different version, a different view. So B'Bir Sheni Rei B'Sham Amari Rash B'Sham B'Ferish Sheni the Yud Ilo Ku Mochos Dimo. So that is the Mochos Dimo. V'Ev Shalomer. It's possible to say the La'olam Yud Hu HaMoach. It is the Moach itself, V'Lo HaKruma, but not the covering over it. Previously, the Groa said refers to the covering. This little Yud comes out. V'Hachem Pirusho Yud Ilo Shu HaMoach Nis'ater. The hukaf, that it crowns, it surrounds, Bekitra Datika, this element, which is called the Kitra Datika. The Kitra Datika, hu Krumah, the same thing. So he says, Ilo is Dakech, that becomes refined. Again, that's the language of the Idrad Khan. Michu Yesh the Tzayim Shabazoh Rakia, he says what? Hoch, the Rakia, Hoch, V'ef Shalomar, etc. Who Hagol Hitzonis Begilion. So it's actually something was written on the side of the Gilion. Ve'ena Megula Divrei Harizal, and it really, Ena Meguf Divrei Harizal. Somebody wrote that in Ein Sham, and there was a note on that, but we're not going to do that. And that's it. Thanks for learning with me.